Hi everyone, Simon Keeling here, Tuesday the 24th of April. Thanks again for watching. As always, this site's kept free of charge by the adverts you see around the screen. So if you see an advert you like, click on it, go through to the advertiser. It's that generates revenue for us and it keeps the site free of charge. Okay, so well, things look like they're going to be staying unsettled, very unsettled in fact, over the coming days. We've got low pressure in control, and what I want you to do in this video is show you a little bit of the reason why we're getting such unsettled conditions, and perhaps go through a little bit more detail on what we can expect over the coming days. Here's the pressure chart for midday on Wednesday. Just look at that dartboard low centred off the southwestern parts of the UK. Now, note the colours on this chart. This is the 500 millibar flow, so this is the flow high up in the atmosphere. And you might remember a few days ago we were talking about how the ECMWF and the GFS model had got a deep trough centred over Western Europe. Well, here it is. It's that U shape you can see in the colours there. That's the trough affecting the western parts of Europe during the coming days. Now what that's doing is bringing lots of cold air aloft. It's destabilising the atmosphere, and this cold air is coming down over the warmer waters of the Atlantic. So we've got warm air at the surface, we've got colder air aloft, and it's that destabilises things. It allows the moisture, the atmosphere, to move upwards essentially and cool, and for cloud and rain to be forming, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Not only that, we've got quite a strong jet stream developing around the low too, so it looks as if much of Western Europe is probably going to be in for a very, very unsettled period of weather. Now, this is the chart from the ECMWF ensemble. Let me just show you the chart from the GFS ensemble model, the same set of charts. And again, you can see that trough as it's centred across the western parts of Europe. That's today, in fact. Let's just knock forward a couple of charts there, and there's the chart for midday tomorrow. Look, there's the U shape in the chart. Now watch the time here in the top right hand corner as I knock these on. These go in 12-hour steps, so this is taking us into Thursday. So by Thursday the lows across the UK. Look, there is that trough, and notice what happens. Look how slow moving that trough is. It's still there as we head into the weekend, and in fact it still hangs around into next week, and this takes us into the 1st of May. Look, and still we've got the remnants of that trough across the western parts of Europe. So that trough just does not want to go anywhere particularly very fast, and even into the early part of May, look, there's still that trough there, centred by then though across the Mediterranean. So you can see that air just doesn't want to clear out the way, although eventually we do go back into more of a westerly flow. So you can see there why conditions are so unsettled. But let's take a look at rainfall now and see how things develop over the next few days. Let's get some detail onto the charts for you. This is from the ECMWF. From the GFS ensemble model again, and this is the chart for midday today. There's low pressure off towards the east. Look, today's rain across the east. Here's the areas of low pressure we've got to watch developing during the course of tomorrow. Here it comes. Look, this is by midnight tonight. That's by midday tomorrow. Strong winds, heavy rain pushing northwards across Southern Ireland, excuse me, through Wales, through England as well during the day. Now, watch what happens. That rain just gets stuck across the country as we go into Thursday. So I think a wet period for much of northern England, eastern Scotland, for much of the Midlands, northern England, for Wales, and for southwest England too. The low though eventually clears out towards the northeast by the time we get through into Friday and into the weekend. But look, another area of low pressure is going to be forming across France. That's going to be pushing its way northwards as we go through the course of the weekend. So this is the chart for Sunday now, and look, you can see that the model's trying to make most of the country wet again through Sunday, with cool easterly winds affecting most areas. Into Monday, low pressure is still there, so still wet weather around, but I think by then the rain basically concentrated through Ireland, northern England, southern Scotland. Elsewhere I think we're going to be looking at some very heavy showers. And then into Tuesday, well, we start to see high pressure towards the northeast here, and if you look back a couple of videos you'll see I was talking about this building in. So I think dry weather across Scotland by then, but we're going to find another areas of showers and rain affecting England and also Wales. Heading into the middle of next week, that high may try to exert its influence for a time, and that may well mean that we do get some better conditions across the country during the course of next week and towards the end of next week. And I think really we could be heading into a dry spell of weather as the area of high pressure builds in, particularly across more northern and also western parts of the country. And those charts there are taking us through, look, to the 9th of May, by which time high pressure is towards the north. We've got this easterly flow with low pressure down towards the south, and that to me looks like a reasonable pattern. I think this is the way things are going to be going. I certainly think that we are going to be seeing this unsettled spell for the next week to 10 days, but after that, pressure building and things starting to settle down. These dates around the 5th and the 6th have always been sticking in my mind as the chance of an improvement by then. How long that lasts, got a question mark over it, but I think if you work on the 5th or 6th of May as improving from then on in, then I think that probably we're not going to be too far wide of the mark. Okay, so thanks again for watching. As always, like I said, this site's kept free of charge by the advert you see around, so if you see an advert you like, click on it and go through to the advertiser. So thanks for watching and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.